Yo, what's going on, guys? Dibwobs here. Welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. Today we have new skins coming in Season 5 of Marvel Rivals in the store this week, along with some pretty awesome new updates that have hit the game on Season 5, and also a new future update has been leaked in the Marvel Rivals game files that might let you get skins for a lot cheaper. And Marvel Rivals also teased more heroes that we've discovered in Season 5. So starting things off with this week's store, we finally got our first look at these two new skins coming on November 21st in the store of Marvel Rivals on Friday. Starting off with the new Doctor Strange Bleecker Street Strut skin. This is one of the Van Dyne designs, and you can actually see the concept art for these designs outside the Van Dyne shop on the Times Square map. And this Doctor Strange skin looks pretty cool. He's suited up, and this is actually the start of the anniversary. And on November 28th, we'll be getting the full anniversary event with even more skins. Now, my guess is that this Doctor Strange skin is going to be an epic one, and that's because I think the other skin, this Magic New Millennium Might skin, will be the legendary, just because of how crazy it looks. Obviously, we can see Magic there in this Millennium Y2K Van Dyne design, and I think it's really cool. Obviously, from the concept art, we can see how outgoing this skin is, even in the Darkchild form. It's going all out crazy pink mode, so I do think this one is going to be the legendary one. And even in the background of the promotional art, you can see that's the final shot of the MVP screen, and it looks pretty crazy. She's like in these pink bubblegum clouds. There's a pink planet in the background. And now I just need to see some crazy pink ultimate VFX. So those are your two new skins coming to the store this week. We also got news that Marvel Rivals may be bringing a black market feature to the store in the future, because Rivals Info did reveal that the black market feature is in development. And I believe this is based on the game files in Season 5, and it appears this system could potentially make cosmetics cheaper. Now, we don't have a timeline on this, and obviously anything that's found in development could always be scrapped or changed for the future, but this sounds exactly like the Valorant Night Market or the Overwatch Maximilian's Vault. And what this will most likely be is every season, there will be a week or two where you can access the black market store, and this will give you a few skins or cosmetics at a discounted price, and it's unique for each person's account. So each player will reveal their black market store items, and it will be skins that you don't currently own, and they can have random discounts. They can be huge discounts. We'll honestly have to wait and see what it looks like in Marvel Rivals. And I think this is a cool way for you to get certain things discounted. However, I do think the entire premise of this is to give you that FOMO, which does certainly incentivize people to spend more money. But hey, if it means you can get a skin for a much cheaper price, then it's a win in that sense. Just don't let it get to you too much if it does come to the game and force you to spend more money than you really want to on the game. At the end of the day, skins are cool, but they are just pixels on a screen. But I think we all saw this black market feature coming eventually, as the majority of games have something like this now. Next up, an awesome new addition to Season 5 is Marvel Rivals added the ability to sync emotes with a bunch of existing emotes in the games. Basically, all the endless dancing emotes that are currently in Marvel Rivals, you can now sync up with somebody else doing that emote, even if you don't own the emote. And you'll see people doing this a lot on the Times Square map. It's honestly really funny. Like, we had an entire line of Star-Lords doing the Cosmic Shuffle, or Penny Parker's dancing in a circle. And like I said, it's great because you don't have to be the one who owns the emote. If somebody else is doing the emote, you can sync with it, and you'll all be perfectly in sync. Now, the emotes that this currently works on is the Mantis Tropical Joy dancing emote, the Lunar Snow Cybertunes DJ emote, the Venom Symbiote Boogie twerking emote, the Spider-Man Evil dance emote, the Penny Parker Dead Revival emote, the Star-Lord Cosmic Shuffle Dance, and the Namor Dance with the Dead emote. So all of those emotes are now possible to pair up with. And you'll know if you can pair with an emote because you will see a small icon pop up when you go near somebody doing the emote. On PC, it's bound to T, and you just press that key and you'll be synced up. So look out for this, especially if you're chilling on the Times Square map, because you can create some pretty funny dance parties. And while we're on the Times Square map, you may have noticed some people are able to get out of the map and explore the entire Times Square map beyond the boundaries. And it's quite funny, and you might be wondering how to do this. So I thought I'd put a quick tutorial in this video on how to get out of bounds in Times Square and explore the entire map. So the easiest way I found to do this is first you want to be Punisher and head over to the stairs to the subway station at the back. Now, I like to go to the back left staircase. I find that this one is much easier. If you head down the stairs into the bottom left corner and jump on top of the railing, just like you see in this video, then all you have to do is look at the ground and to the right until you see your turret is available, and press your turret ability, and what should happen is your turret will appear on the barrier, and then you're able to look a certain direction where your body is on the outside of the wall, And at this point, all you have to do is switch hero to a flying hero. Iron Man is the easiest, and switch to Iron Man. Now you'll be out of the map, but you have to be careful where you go because you can fly to certain areas which will automatically kill you and put you back in the map. So what I find best is to follow this path and stay as high as you can and basically wrap around the wall where the subway is and then fly in a straight line as you can see here. And then when you keep flying in a straight line, you'll eventually start hearing the Marvel Rivals theme song. That means you're in the right spot to turn right, and then you head down here until you fly into this gap where you can fly up, turn back on yourself, and then you should be outside of the map where you can still walk around on the ground, and then you can switch to whatever hero you want and you can hang out with everyone here. Now, once you're already outside the map, if you want to help other people get outside the map a little easier than having to do this method, what you can do is go Jeff the Landshark and wait till you get your ultimate. And when you have your ultimate, go over to the barrier where people are probably waiting, standing in awe that you've managed to make it outside the map, and just ult them, eat them up, and then spit them out outside the map, and then they can enjoy it with you. So that's how you get out of the map. If there's a nice Jeff on the outside, just go and wait for them to ult you. But if not, that's how you can do it yourself. And then you can explore the outside of the map, and there's honestly nothing really that crazy out here. It's just kind of a novelty to be out here. There's no kind of special billboards or secret hidden Easter eggs. You can be amongst all the cars driving around, but they don't have models that you can interact with. And also be careful, because if you fly straight up too high, you will die and be put back into the map. Or if you go too far, you will eventually die and get put back into the map. But it's pretty fun being able to run around the streets for free. And it would be awesome if the Times Square map did get expanded in the future. So have fun with that, guys, and enjoy syncing up your emotes outside the map. And now, to end off this video, I wanted to talk about the potential future characters that may have been teased by Gambit in Season 5 of Marvel Rivals, because in his intro animation, we can see all the artwork on his playing cards. For example, his Ace of Hearts has Gambit and Rogue in a Love Heart, but then more are revealed, and we can see the King of Hearts card is actually Bishop, and a lot of people have been hoping to see Bishop in the game in the future, and also with this season being themed around the Grandmaster and his giant chessboard in the Grand Garden map, we're obviously going to see the Bishop chess pieces, which many people have theorized could allude to Bishop in some way, but actually seeing Bishop on the face of these cards is pretty awesome. Now, it doesn't confirm anything about him becoming a hero, but in all this time stream chaos, I think Bishop would fit right in. However, another king playing card is the King of Spades, and that has Mr. Sinister on it. Now, we don't have enough villains in Marvel Rivals, but Mr. Sinister would make for an absolute great one, and I guess we got a small glimpse of it here on this playing card. We can also see for the Queen cards, we have one of Storm, which is pretty cool. And then another Queen card looks to be Belladonna, with her ties to Gambit, which makes sense. But I think this is more of a lore teaser. And then the Jack card we can see has Wolverine. And then the other Jack card has Jean-Luc LeBeau, Gambit's adopted father. So it was pretty cool to spot that these playing cards actually had some character references on them. So let me know in the comments if you'd like to see Bishop in the game, because I know I would. And anyway, that wraps up this video. Pretty cool skins coming this week. I'm not sure what I think about the Black Market update. We'll have to see when that comes to the game. And have you been having fun on the Times Square map? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.